Hello trader, my name is Sabrina and I'm gladly welcome you on my YouTube channel. There I'll show how to trade binary options correctly, and today I'll show you a special technical analysis of the market. With it you'll start trading by only yourself, and you'll understand how to understand the market movement and market mood, of course, and you'll start do it by only yourself. And today I'll use two main indicators, Fractal and the DeMarker, and also we'll maybe open some deals in the direction of the trend, and of course observe local highs and local lows. I already have this website open. These are the currency pairs I picked up for us today. Our starting balance for today is $2,000, and the time frame of our first transaction is 5 minutes, and we will open transaction for $100. Let's move on to our first currency pair. This currency pair is absolutely suitable for us when we will open a deal for an increase here, because we observe that the fractal indicator that we have updated the local minimum, and accordingly the chart will go up. Well, here respectively the local minimum will also be updated. How can we see from the indicator marker that the salt area has been seriously broken through and has been moving within it for a very long time? Accordingly, price pullback is already taking place, and the indicator is directed up with you and me respectively, and the chart will grow up now. Now let me tell you more about one of the most popular indicators, is the fractal indicator. The indicator indicates the lows and highs reached by the market for a certain period, visually highlighting them with directional pointers depending on type or of extremum. Fractal down, red pointer pointing down, and fractal up, the green pointer pointing up. The fractal indicator is superimposed directly on the price chart of the analyzed asset. It's worth noting that fractal is always formed from an odd number of transactions, by default 5. At the same time, the fractal pointer up is drawn on the chart when there are two candles with a price lower than the previous fractal candle. There are two candles with the lower prices after the fractal candles. Those symmetrical structure is obtained parallel to the drawing of fractals up. Fractals down are formed when there are two candles with the high values in front of the candle marked with a lower fractal. There are two subsequent candles with the high prices. At the same time, fractals up can be on different candlesticks, that is, they're counted in parallel. However, if you look at the graph with the fractal indicator applied, it turned out that it rather carries on a ancillary function. Since after the formation of fractal, several more candles appear that don't go beyond the range. And the question arises, how is it possible? The fact is that the last fractal can be dynamically redrawn as the price develops further. If after the formation of, say, fractal of the upper fifth order, another one, a lower price of the previous candle follows. A fractal top appears if the next meeting is higher, then after another candle the fractal will be transferred to the previous one. That is, if it will move to a right by one candle. Well, let's show you in more details in practice how to use it anyway. But we see that the graph was going down, respectively the local minimum will be updated again here, and the graph will definitely go up. According to this indicator, it's very easy to understand which way to open a deal. If we open a deal and the local maximum was updated before it, by the way, I forgot to say that we call fractals up local maximums and fractals down local minimums. That is, if we see that the local minimum was updated before opening our deal, we open for sale because we saw that the chart will really going down all this time. Well, we see here a lot of confirmations of my words that after updating the local minimum, the chart goes up. Here, 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 and here. Here in all of these places, we observed that the chart was really going up. Well, somehow I hope I've explained everything clearly for you, but we're going back to our deal. Well, the trade is closed and our deal is plus and profit left $87, and we're moving on to our next currency pair. This currency pair is absolutely suitable, and we will reduce our time frame to 4 minutes and open here for an increase. Since we're observing a very good trend in our chart, we also see that the local maximum has been updated. Respectively, the local minimum will be updated here, which will indicate that our chart is really going up. And we also see from the DeMarker indicator that it's now directed upwards and has broken through the overbought area. Respectively, the chart will grow upwards. Well, now let me tell you more about it. The DeMarker indicator is an oscillator that shows overbought and oversold conditions in the market. It compares the most recent maximums and minimums prices with the indicator equivalent price of the previous period. Measuring the demand for an underlying asset, the indicator readings fluctuate within a range between level from 0 to 100. The indicator is considered ahead because its signals predict the inevitable trend changes. This indicator is commonly used to determine price depletion and identify market peaks and troughs, as well as assess risk levels. Although the DeMarker indicator was originally created taking into account daily time frames, it can be applied to any time frame because it's based on relative price data. Unlike the relative strength index, that is the RSI, by the way, which is perhaps the most famous oscillator, the DeMarker indicates focused on intra-period highs and lows and not on closing levels. One of its main advantages is that, like the RSI, it is less susceptible of distortion, similar to those observed in the indicators much. Well, now let's show in more detail in practice how to use it anyway. As I said earlier, the DeMarker indicator is very similar to the RSI indicator. Here we also see the overbought area and the oversold area, breaking through which the price reversal occurs. For example, when we noted that the indicator is overbought and is currently pointing upwards, based on it, we declare that the chart will go up. It will grow for some time, but after that will definitely be a price pullback. After such manipulations, the chart always goes down. That is our sell signal. This principle also works in the opposite direction. If we notice that the chart breaks through the oversold area, it will go down for a while, but eventually there will be still a price reversal. At the same time, there is a moment when the indicator moves inside these areas. At such moments, it's easier to determine in direction of the price and open a deal. If the lines are directed upwards, so this is a signal for a price increase. At such moment, the indicator completely repeats the movement of the chart. At this point, I propose to return to our deal and monitor its progress. By the way, one trader wrote me and surprised me with his results, and I'll show you his results in my Telegram channel, a link in that direction. Well, what if our deal closed in plus and profit has $89 and we move on to the last currency pair for today? A wonderful final currency pair. It will be very easy to show you the last deal on it. But before opening, I want to reduce my time frame to 1 minute. It's better to open a deal for an increase here, as I observed on the Fractal indicator that the local maximum has been updated, and all this time the chart has been going down. Approximately at this point of our discovery, the local minimum will be updated, as I explained to you earlier, the signal for price increase. And my theory is complemented with the indicator DeMarker. We see also that its tip is directed upwards and also located between these areas, which tells us about the upward movement. Well, trader, it's our last deal for today, and it closed in plus, and our profit is $87. Have you even tried this strategy? Write me in comments, and of course subscribe to this YouTube channel. There you can find a lot of useful information about trading, a lot of different strategies. But if you want to get my personal private strategy, you can do it only in my Telegram. Write me in private messages and I'll answer everyone right now. Thank you all for watching. Bye.